So, what are we doing here, hon? At 6:30 in the morning.
We are looking at our beautiful tomato bed. This is an expansion of the back 40. Last year, Uncle Harry grew a few tomatoes in this area, and we have officially expanded it, and now we're growing how many tomatoes?
40?
40 plants, probably 20
different varieties.
Different kinds.
Yeah.
2 of each, and they're all indeterminate tomatoes. And the idea is that we're trying to figure out what tomatoes grow best in this particular climate, which has been hot the last couple of days.
Real hot.
Yeah, real hot.
So, really quick, we'd like to get some feedback, so we're gonna run through what we did really quick, and yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy. Be a quick little video here. Okay, so first thing is, when we got here, about a week before, there was a very unfortunate weather event, and it checked the tomato plants quite a bit. They weren't looking the best when we got here, but that doesn't matter. We did the best we could with what we had, and yeah, we'll see how it goes.
So the weather event that Jason was referring to was an 8-inch rainfall that made the tomatoes float in the containers that they were in, but after they kind of dried out, we measured out the beds. They are 3 feet wide with 1 foot pathways of wood chip. So we have new compost and wood chip rows in the tomato bed.
Yeah, and then we simply laid the tomatoes out every 3 feet, and then mirrored the tomatoes on the other side. So there's 20 varieties on one side, and then the same 20 varieties on the other side, because we're going to run a bunch of experiments, but we're not going to talk about that today. So yeah.
And if the math doesn't work out, that's because when we realized we couldn't squeeze in enough, we started putting them at 2 feet spacing.
That's right. That's right. Yeah. We started smashing stuff in. So.
So number 2, as we were planting them, Jason dunked each one into a worm extract?
Yes, worm extract.
And gave them a little extra nutrition before they went into the soil.
Yeah. Inoculate the roots is what the nerds say. So, all right. Number 3 is that we mapped them all on a very fancy Excel spreadsheet, which we're very proud of. All we did was we did 20 plants and then mirrored them on the other side, because there's going to be 2 to 3 different strategies, methods, philosophies that we're going to test out and see what works best for us in our context here in the Midwest.
And what I'll do, since it's difficult to read our spreadsheet, is I'll just list the varieties that we're growing in the description.
Maybe.
So number 4, this is our planting method. We dug deep holes. We put in some certified organic fertilizer, COF.
Yes.
And then some compost, and we buried the plants as deep as possible, given their size. And the idea is that we help keep the roots cooler when it gets pretty hot. And it did get pretty hot for a couple days. It got up close to almost 100 degrees Fahrenheit. And it was, but we managed to get them through. We watered them and they were fine.
Okay, number 5. Yeah, this just shows you kind of the clay and the difficulties associated with it once it firms up. This is something I'm not used to here. Normally a shovel will go in the ground in Victoria, but here not so much. These beds are less than a month old, and yeah, it was difficult. So we'll see how this far row does compared to the other rows. The other rows are a couple weeks older. So yeah, we'll just see how it goes.
So we really look forward to seeing how this experiment goes and the different kinds of varieties. Now, my Uncle Harry has brought over, that's why some of the plants look so huge. There is one monster plant. He wants tomatoes by the 4th of July, and they do already have tomatoes on them. So we are incorporating them into our experiment and seeing how they go. No pressure.
The morning train. That plant was $25 American. So we managed to pull 3 other suckers off of it. So we actually got 4 plants out of it that are at various stages of success. So yeah, we'll see how it goes, and fingers crossed Perry will get a tomato by the 4th of July. So we just really want to thank you guys. It's been amazing. The comments have been
Really fun,
hilarious, and very instructive. There's just too many of you guys to thank. So if you have any suggestions, concerns, or just something funny to say, please drop it down in the links or in the comments below. And
it's pretty early.
it's really early. So, and we got to get going because it's getting hot, real hot.
Stay awesome.
Stay awesome, guys. Okay.
Number 2, we fertigated. So Jason made some worm tea, and we simply, he did a test to make sure that it was fine. And then once we didn't kill anything, he sprayed all the tomatoes with worm casting tea.
Incorrect. Yeah. So
I don't know what you sprayed.
we didn't do any spraying. We're back 2 weeks ago. So we got to take in the 2-week wine set. So all we did was dunk them. We just dunk them, and it was worm extract, not worm tea. Worm tea is when you bubble and all that kind of stuff. It's
fine.
Science. Okay, we got lots of. Okay.
Okay.